Hey guys, Mensch here. Today I'm going to show you a track. I decided to make something like a copy of a track by Moontalk called Two Step. I used it as a reference. I tried to copy just the bass, maybe the main synth or something. Uh, and I decided to make it to figure out how it was produced generally. So I used vocals here. I just used this feature, like extract stems from sample, and use just vocal feature to make these vocals. So let me show you some parts of this tracks, and I'll explain how I made it. By the way, this track, original track, you can listen to. Use the link in the description. My version I'll upload to my Telegram channel, and this project I'll upload to my Patreon and Boosty. Maybe you want to make something like that. Don't forget to change the melody of the bass, maybe some parts of this track, of course new vocals, and you can make something like your own version of indie dance track.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. You step to the beat. Dance with me. You step to the beat. With me, you step to the beat.
It sounds something like that, so let me show you what we have here. So let's start from rhythm section. What elements we have. There are a lot of layers here. So we have something like a fill. By the way, I used snares from this top loop and this snare to make this fill. Actually, the base of this top loop is something like a disco top loop. As you see, I used this disco loop or the pack called Discotheque. I don't know what exact pack, but this label called Discotheque. Also, we have hat, shakers, this tambourine, and we have a few rights. And we have the bass section. It sounds really interesting because I used automation for the few parameters here. As you see, we have three automations. This automation for filter, we have something like a filter open. We have automation of the reverb. I used automation in Serum, and we have automation for distortion, something like that. So let me show you. We have this preset. I made it from scratch. By the way, if you want to check more detailed tutorial, I speak other language there, but I explained everything, and I explained how I made this preset. So I decided to use these macros for reverb. Actually, it's something like this parameter of mix of this reverb. We have a cutoff filter for two oscillators here, and we have distortion. I use down sample distortion, and we have automation, something like that. We have a regular, I don't know, this parameter of this. It's something like that. I use this parameter to make it like that. And we have this for reverb, and we have here this automation for cutoff. So I used three parameters here. This bass reminds me something like a dirty disco. It's something like a rolling bass. By the way, it sounds like that for the wall track. Nothing changes here except maybe these parameters. It's something like this track uses one note, something like that. No chords, just this vibe. So we have this preset. It sounds like a typical indie dance synth. A lot of producers use these days. Actually, I made it from scratch as well, something like that. 3 oscillators, and I decided to use 7 semitones to make it like a chord. Yeah, that's why it sounds like that. We have these swells. Actually, I used a pad, and I used cutoff filter to make it more opened, and then I decided to render this wave file, something like we have in the Nexus, something like a reverb delay and something like release, and I decided to use just wave sound to make it something like to end a droplet, something, and we have something like a gap, yeah, without any reverb or delay. Here we have cowbells. It's something like this cowbell plays octave higher, this cowbell plays octave lower. If you listen to original track, you can hear that. And I decided to use this alarm effects, something like a siren. Yeah, and we have just this effects. So that's it. I didn't hear any other sound in the original track, that's why I decided to use these sounds. I like how this track sounds, because it sounds, I don't know how to explain, more simple or something like that. For indie dance, it hasn't a lot of layers of basses or synths, just these instruments. We have something like a cowbell, like a main instrument, and this synth. That's it. And we have vocal that something like uses just phrases. That's why I like this track. So let me know in the comments if you like this genre or this track or my copy. Maybe you want to change something and make your own track. Feel free to check the links in the description. Leave the links to the Patreon and Boosty, the same contact there. You can easily download if you have a subscription, and make your own version of this track. I know you can use other vocals, other bass, and you can make another track for your purposes, something like that. So Menchi was here. Bye bye, guys.